Hey.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing this evening?
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. It's Meeting in the Ladies' Room Wednesday. And we are ready. Oh, wow. So how's your week going? We are on hump day.
Yeah, happy hump
At least they
day.
say hump day. I guess it's hump day because what you supposed to do? What that mean?
You almost there.
Oh, that's what it means?
Yeah.
So what the hump mean? What's the significance of the hump?
The camel, that's all I can say. I love the commercial. You said
a camel, but it's supposed to I thought it had some significance to it. No significance?
The significance is that you're halfway there. I don't know who came
almost
up
over the hump to the
hump.
end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, what? Why is, I don't understand the significance of hump day, but I guess it's trying to tell you to tighten up because you're almost there.
You're almost there.
Just a couple of more days. Got to hold on. Be ready for the weekend, you guys.
This week has been busy for me at work.
Really?
It's a lot going on.
I've been dragging this week because coming off of that spring break and just trying to get back in the groove of things.
Sunshine got you down there.
I'm struggling this week. I'm struggling.
I'm not struggling.
I'm just glad it's Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday, so we almost there. So
for you guys that that's catching it on the replay, please let us know and comment hashtag replay, because I forget to say that sometimes. So please let us know. And also on the replay, you can still share. Yes. If you think we're adding value.
In addition to that, you guys, we want you, while you're watching, to actually share it, because there are people out there who may not be able to, they don't know. They don't know. So if you share it, then they might join in on the conversation. So if you don't know, I am D.Renee, the transformation specialist. I support women with overcoming obstacles to help them elevate in life and business. I am a transformational life coach and a licensed therapist, and I support women with being able to rediscover who they are, increase their self-esteem and their self-confidence so that they can walk freely into their purpose and create the life in business they desire to have.
All right. And I am Stephanie Rochelle, your relationship rehab specialist. And I support women in finding power in their pain so they can move forward in renewed clarity, mindset, confidence, and fearless determination.
Hi, B. Hi, Ty.
Hey, Tyson.
How you guys doing?
Welcome.
Okay, so you guys, so before we get started tonight, if you stayed until the end last week, you heard the great news that we had to share with you guys. So we on April 24th.
Yeah.
So in about 2 weeks, is that 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So in about 2 weeks, we are going to be on the Status Network Manifest TV station.
Yes.
So we are going to be aired on Fire Stick, Roku, and on like 7 different platforms.
Yeah.
So if you received any type of message from us saying like the Status Network or like Manifest TV, that's because Meeting in the Ladies' Room Conversations will be moving to those channels. So, and we want you guys, we're going to continue to still have the same type of platform that we have now. We're still going to be interacting with you guys via Facebook Live, but you can reach us through any one of those stations as well. Yeah. And we'll be
so for those of the people that are not on Facebook, right, they can still see us.
Yeah.
So basically, we can help more people.
That's it. Helping more people. In addition to being in more places.
Yes.
At the same time. Oh, and the other cool part about it, you guys, is we are also able to accept sponsorships.
Oh, yay. Thank you. Thank you.
So we're able to accept.
We
have sponsorship opportunities available. So if you want to advertise on our show, if you want to market something on our show, of course there is a fee for it. However, we are able to accept sponsors to be able to do that.
Hey, Stephen. Hey, cousin.
So we're excited about this opportunity, and we look forward to growing and going. And so let's get started.
Look, we want to say hi to the ladies in the salon Full House.
Hi, ladies.
Hey.
So you guys, we have some new people that's joining us tonight. So let's tell them a little bit about how meeting in the ladies room works.
Okay. Well, we have a fishbowl full of topics, some selected by us, some selected by others. So we never know what we're going to talk about. So we pull from the fishbowl. It's unscripted, unrehearsed. Would love for you guys to participate, join in, chime in, and everything. So this is how it works. So we shake it up. One of us shake it up, and then one of us pull, and then that starts the conversation. Thanks, cousin.
All right, so let me see what our topic is going to be tonight.
What we doing?
Oh, wow. So should women expect men to pay bills if they want to be intimate?
Whoa. Okay, read that again.
So the first question of tonight, should women expect men to pay bills if they want to be intimate?
That's a interesting question. And I guess that's for the guys out there dating and all of that, right? So me as the married person, but I'll start first. Should women expect men to pay bills if they want to be intimate? So see, that kind of sounds like I'll be intimate if you pay my bills. For me, I'm probably the only knucklehead, but for me, I felt like if I asked when I was single, if I asked anybody for anything, then they was going to want something. And so I just continued as before to pay for everything myself. That was me.
Hi, Antoine. So Brandy writes, I've heard a lot of guys in Atlanta say they've met women who expect men to pay their bills. So let me hot dog it. Hold on, you guys. Let me get this. Okay. So Antoine say that's called paying for sex. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Antoine.
So should women expect men to pay bills if they want to be intimate? So this is the issue that you run into when you're dating people, right? So there are some people who want to, that's all they want to get from you. You know what I'm saying? No, they want sex.
Oh, it's sex. Oh,
that's all that they want to get from you. And I think some women are like, well, if this is all you want from me, then I expect X, Y, and Z from you. Like, you can't expect me to lay down.
Situation.
Because it's just, I mean, as a single woman and being out here in this dating game, I'm not saying that I'm expecting somebody to pay my bills for them, because one, it takes a lot for me to ask somebody to do anything for me. That's not necessarily that's not something that I do. I'll go work 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs to make sure things happen before I ask you for anything.
That's true.
Like, that's just me. Because if I come to you and I'm asking you for something, then I must really need
You've
something.
Exhausted what you can.
I must really need it. I'm not that chick that's just gonna. If I'm, in my opinion, if you wanted me to have it, you'll give it to me.
Right.
I shouldn't have to come ask you for anything. I shouldn't have to do any of those things. If you wanted to do this, if you wanted to be that person in my life, then you'll do it unexpected.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have to come to you.
But then to me, that's somebody. If you're in a relationship, I don't think, or I wouldn't expect somebody that I'm just meeting, we kicking it, to ask me, do I have everything that I need? Now, if we in a relationship and you around me and you can see, or you start noticing that, well, okay, maybe she needs help in this area, needs help in that area. To me, that's something different. But just to offer to pay my bills, I mean, I don't know how that works.
Even if you don't sit there, I mean, you don't have to see that I'm in need of anything. But if you just wanted to take care of me and you want to say, here you go, let me just give you this just in case
okay, as far as the hair, I can see that. But as far as if we're just meeting, we just kicking it, we just going out, you might want me to look nice, get my hair done. But as far as like offering to pay my bill, for me, it probably would piss me off.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because Yeah, but I'm a little different, so I'm old-fashioned.
B writes, they don't tell them they'll be intimate if they pay their bills. They'll just sleep with them and then a week later be like,
yeah,
about this table.
Yeah, that's true, B. Yeah.
That is true. But I mean, I think that women have become so aggressive in that way of asking because there's a lot of men that's not they're wanting to have that part of them, but they're not wanting the other part of them,
right? And
so as a way to be like, okay, well, if I'm going to give you this, or if this is all you want, then you're going to be doing something for me in return. I'm not going to have to pay this bill, or I'm not going to have to worry about this, or I'm not going to have to worry about that. If I'm laying down and sleeping with you,
right,
then you should be doing something.
Okay, but then again, I'm the old-fashioned one. If you do what I always suggest, wait it out, because they're going to show their hand. Then that way, I haven't given you anything, and I ain't got nothing to be sorry for or apologize for or whatever, because I'm going to find out who you are. If you're willing to wait, get to know me, then I see that we're on the same page as far as wanting that relationship. If we got this thing going on in the beginning, me again, I'm probably going to get pissed off, and it's going to be an X for me, because again, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for the consistency. If you're willing to really get to know me, then that's different terms that we're talking about. But just like I said, just meet people out here in these streets and expecting them to keep my cable on.
No. I wouldn't think of it as that, but there have been some guys that said that they met women in like a week, and they've asked to pay.
My husband said that when he was out here. Alex definitely. That's what he said. Yeah, he's like washers and dryers. What he said. Now Tyson says when they pay, they think they have control. Exactly. That's just the feeling that I get, and that's why I just like it had been so long for me to be out here. I'm like, you know what? I got a job.
So when men ask to pay your bills or whatever, then they have control. That's not.
No, they think they expect it. That's what she means. They're expecting stuff now.
But even when they pay your bills, that's not telling you to stop working, because you still have control. Because you still have control because you have control of your own money. Yeah. Now, if you offer to pay something, why am I gonna say no? Blessings come in many forms around these days. So Antoine says, if she's the lady I'm dating as the man, when I feel inclined to take care of her, whatever I feel inclined to do, I will. Absolutely.
When
Antoine.
She's your lady.
Right.
Me and him, we're saying the same thing.
Right. I'm saying the same thing as well. I'm saying the same thing as well.
Okay, yeah.
But that makes sense, because if you are with someone and you're dating someone, then yes. But this is not like random people you're going out and sleeping with. It don't say
kind
randoms.
of generic. Yeah,
it don't say randoms. Yeah. But I would hope people that's not going out here with a whole bunch of randoms. So Antoine says, also when she becomes the lady, then what I have, she has, weight within limits. Right. That's right.
I agree. Then he say what?
He said, OMG, how long should a guy wait for intimacy?
Now he's using the word intimacy. It's two different things now.
What do you mean by intimacy, Antoine? Please tell us what form of intimacy are you speaking about? Are we talking about sex, or are we just talking about like touching, cuddling, Buddha, holding hands, things like that? Let us know what you mean by that. So B also says, she says, I once went on a date with a guy who made it a point to keep me talking about how women just want men to pay their bills. I guess as a subliminal message to me. I finally told him, boo, you see the Mercedes outside this restaurant. I bought that. I don't need or want your money. I know that's right, Brandy.
I told you, B. Me and you. That's what I'm saying.
But you see that so much. But then, and to me, it's almost like a defense for women to say, okay, well, you have to do this because you see men, they come strong with what they want. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They come strong with, I want to hurry up and jump into bed with you. Yeah. And that's what they, making moves to try to do it. I can't say men because that's not really a real man, because he's letting you know really what his intentions are if he's coming at you in that way. However, You know what I'm saying? If you coming at that person in that way, and their defense is, well, pay this right here. I need to take care of this. Oh,
well, I think it's like, I don't know if it was B or somebody else. I think it's like they said, no, after you go ahead and do what they want, then it's like, well, you know what? This cable bill needs a little help. I think that's how it really works. I don't think it's like, well, before I can do that, can you pay this? I think they slide, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I might need a little help this month on the cable bill, so let me go on and get this done. But
shoot, it's more than
what Yolanda say, she says the difference between being in a relationship and someone you just met. Yeah, that's what we saying too.
Yeah. So Antoine was saying how long you have to wait. How long should a guy wait for sex. So sex.
And I think that's each individual person. Honestly, Antoine, I mean, I really think, like I said, you don't know me, but if I say when I started dating somebody or start seeing somebody, you know, we're just talking. We're not even going out initially. We just trying to kind of get Bentley, trying to get to know each other and see if we on the same page, if we got the same values, if we, you know, we like the same things. So a lot of people aren't willing to get through all those conversations that I like to have up front. So it weeds them out of the, you know, and sometimes those conversations can take, you know, 2 months or whatever, you know.
I mean, in my opinion, how long somebody should wait for sex is when you're in a relationship with somebody. That means you have to absolutely taking the time to get to know this person. You are saying, okay, this is the person that I want to try to spend some time with. This is the person I want to get to know more. This is the person that I feel like I want to, you know, try to do some things with. Right. Versus somebody that you just waiting and just, you know, wham, bam, I met you, cool. We done went on a couple of dates and then that's it. That's it. Let's go do this. We done seen each other enough.
Again, like what you're saying, but a lot of guys want to say a guy that's taking you out, courting you like I think he should be anyway, after so many of those courting dates, you know, then he's looking for something, you know, because he think he done took you to Chili's and he done took you to, you know, Red Lobster, and it's okay. We done did this about twice now.
You count, and you gotta check off this. Oh, we went on 3 days.
Yeah, it's like okay, I kept calling you specifically to take you back out. Right. So,
Alex. Hey, Alex.
It's time for some reciprocation. Hey, Suzette.
So yeah. So I mean, it's individual. You know what I'm saying? When some people, it's just bam. When they feel the connection, and if that's what they want to do, then that's what they do. Yeah. But for me, I need to know that we about to do something. Yeah. I need to know that we going somewhere, because I mean, all this random up and down stuff, people change their mind, all that extra stuff. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Nope. And so the topic, you guys, if you're just joining us, the topic tonight is, should women expect men to pay bills if they want to be intimate? And again, what the answers were is, as I say, not Chili's.
That was one guy answered why he loved Chili's. I'm like,
no. Girl, I got a friend who this guy be trying to take her on let's go get the 2 for $20. I said, what?
At Applebee's?
Yeah. I ain't never doing that.
See, I never minded a coupon. You know, I personally don't mind going out on a coupon. You know what I mean? The thing is, we're doing something. Right. You know, because a lot of times they like to come over and sit at your house. No, see, that's what I got a problem with. So, you know, but I just, you know, laugh sometimes about the Chili's. But yeah, I didn't mind going out on a coupon or whatever, because I'm all about making sense, you know, making the money make sense.
So Alex says it's just an interview. If you call them back, then they got the job.
If you call them back, then they got the job. What Melinda say? Melinda, I know, right? We all in. What Melinda say?
Brandy says he could give her that 20 towards a bill.
Suzette, where you at? Suzette watching from Kaiser. She said, I'm bad. Hey, you know, real talk, Suzette. That's what you're going to always get. Yes, real talk.
But, I mean, for real, though. But, I mean, if a person is coming at you expecting something, how could you be offended if they want something back in return? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How can you be offended if that's how you coming at that person about what you want?
Right.
Then you get offended because I think these guys out here are getting offended.
Strong.
They're getting offended. And that's why when they meet women like Brandy or when they meet women like me, and the first thing they want to talk about is how these women want something, and how these women want this, and how these women want that. But what are you leading with?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What are you going after these women looking for? Are you going out after them with the intent to get to know them? Are you going after them with the intent to want to be in their life and know them on a personal level other than what's between their legs? Like, are you doing those things?
To me, it's clear. They're not. And but it's because, to me, the women out here now have changed the game. I keep saying it. Y'all don't want to hear me.
They changed the game.
They have changed the game. The women coming strong. The men coming strong. Everybody going after. It's all about them. Them. But here's the situation, guys. Selfish don't change. I don't care what nobody say. Ladies are selfish. Men are selfish. And when you see it in the beginning, and then you think now y'all done decided to be in a relationship, you think it's gone. It's not. It's who they are. And it's like that thing. When they show you, you got to believe them, and we not believing them. See, they showing you up front.
So women have
and then we want something different.
So women have changed the game women have changed the game to what? Make it easier? Like how they change?
See, what I found when I was out here, I'm like, okay, so the men had been hurt. It wasn't just the women that had been hurt.
Right.
So the men coming different because they've been hurt, so they mad, so they out for what they could get. The women then been hurt, so they out to get what they can get because ain't no man being faithful, truthful. Right. They playing games.
Right.
So everybody just out to get what they can get.
For themselves. And nobody's looking for something to build.
No. And so then when they meet me, they be like, oh, you were serious? I'd be like, and so I didn't know how to play the game, y'all. So I'm like, oh no, I gotta have a strategy. This is not working for me. I don't even know you. Like, I didn't even know what to do in these streets.
So Brandy says, so if we want to remain celibate and abstinent, when should we tell them that? Up front?
Yeah.
Up front?
I don't think like initially. I mean, but I think in the beginning.
Because in the beginning, all it is okay, well, look, what is it that you want? What it is that I want? Okay, well, are you okay with, someone who wants to remain celibate? Or would you be okay? I say it up front because my whole thing
in the beginning, but not up front. Because first of all, we don't even know, are they going to weed themselves out? It's no reason to have the conversation and they're going to weed themselves out on the next date anyway because they're not going to be able to be consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
when you see somebody that want to be, that's interested, if a man is interested, then you're going to start having those, because he's asking you out on Tuesday or Wednesday. He ain't waiting till Friday to ask you out. He's interested. So then you be like, okay, well, he's asked me out a couple of times. He's asking me, or then you can start having a little, but like the first time we meet and we're just talking, you can save that conversation. I'm telling you.
Well, for me, I've had those type of conversations up front because it's not, if you've conversing with somebody over the phone several times before you've actually met, when I was in a place where that was where I wanted to be and that was where I standed, then I let that be known because I don't want to waste my time. I don't want you to waste your time. Right. You know what I'm saying? If that's not something that you can do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get to know you on that level if you know that this is something that you won't even be able to handle. Right. So I'm going to let you know where I stand. I'm not saying it's the first. Up front is when you're getting to know them. So whether that be the first date when we meet, because obviously we had to have some phone conversations. I'm not just meeting you and then going out on a date immediately. So we had to have some type of conversation prior to us meeting up. Right. So if I'm going to let you know where I stand up front, it's only fair because I'm not going to lead you on to think one thing when you are wanting another. So if you're going to leave because this is where I stand, then you could go ahead and get gone. And I agree. Get gone up front.
And I agree with you on that. I guess I misunderstood because I was thinking you were saying like initially, and I was just saying, for me, they weed themselves out nowadays so quick.
And that will make it go even quicker if that's what they wanted to do.
That's true.
That's what they wanted to do.
But I think, hey, Mia, but I think too soon, we still trying to figure it out. Like for me, I'm slow. I'm slow. So, I got the guard up and I'm trying to see, I'm saying? I'm not all telling and all that up front. I'm just looking. I'm just watching to see if you even worth my time. You see what I'm saying? So I guess that's for me. That's why I would say, yeah, we having conversations, but I'm listening.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? I'm listening at this point. I'm not really sharing that much. I'm sharing, but I'm listening more so than anything.
Absolutely.
In the beginning. So then I can decide, well, he might sound like he got some sense. Then I say, well, it's something I think I should let you know. That's how I would do it.
So Suzette says most women these days don't have expectations. I think a lot of women do, but I think a lot of women settle because I think some women have become desperate, right? To just be in a relationship, to just be with somebody.
Or they just
tired
of being lonely.
Tired of being lonely. They tired of going through bad relationships. So they rather just deal with a piece of a man than to have a complete man.
But here's the thing. That's why I say you got to get in the game. So if you online where there's a plethora of people, I mean, they clicking on you. So it's not like you stuck at home. If you want to go out, you can go out. So that's what it's all about, just getting out of the house, not being home all the time. And that's what I used to tell my friends, but what's wrong with just going to have dinner with somebody? I don't understand the problem. It's just, it's food.
Well, I think I've said it several times because being single for a long time, you just get tired of the process because the process yields the same result after same result after same result after same result. And so you get tired of the process. And for me, I'd rather just be by myself than to be with a piece of a man. And you know what I'm saying? But some women, they rather settle for and lower their expectations instead of allowing the man to come up to their level. They rather lower their expectations and say, oh, well, I can deal with this, or let me just, that's really not that important to me. Let me just take that out. He'll do right here. You know what I'm saying? I know he's not right here, but he'll do right here, even though this what I need him to be is very, very important to me, but I can deal with that.
And to me, and maybe, again, we're talking about me. I believe in me. Stephanie is good. And Stephanie is good. I mean, this is just me, and it will be a next. Right. I'm not going to spend all that time. We grown. I'm like all the way old. I was back out in these streets at 45. So, I mean, all this round about the bush and all that, because everybody online say they want a relationship. So that's why I had to come up with the weeding out process. Everybody wanted a relationship. I'm like, really? Like, dang, everybody wants one? Lies. How could this be? So as far as the selling part, to me, they settle because they don't want to start over. Whereas for me, it seemed like I was the only one during that time because I told you my friend was worried about me. I was throwing her back so quick, like, oh no, you ain't it. Oh no, it's a negative next. Oh no, you got me twisted. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but I was okay with that because for me, it was fun. It wasn't like I was out to hurt their feelings, but we were not on the same page, so you would not waste my time.
See, dating was fun for you because you had came out of a long-term relationship. I'm talking about for people like myself who've been out here a long time. Like it's tiring. You know what I'm saying? You just ready for that right person to come, that right person to be there so that you can just give all your time, all your energy to that one person and y'all sell off into the sunset or what have you. But because you get tired of the same old, you get tired of going through the same cycle of people having to get to know somebody over and over and over again. So, and I want to say, you definitely let them know up front. So B says, LOL, yes, Renee, we help make the process quicker. Who want to rush to the bed are up front. They show what they're interested in quick. They sure do, Brandy. And you let them know that real quick, honey. They are out the door. For real. They gone. And Brandy also she says, yes, they settle. It makes it hard for the women who have standards. We are judged as being too pushy or too tough. Or she just expect too much. She just wants too much.
They say that about me, B. Guess what? Next. It's all good, B.
But
it's all good.
But they say that to try to make a woman deal with foolishness.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to deal with foolishness. If you've been dealing with foolishness all this time, like nobody has time for that. Like we're good and grown. Nobody has time for mess. Yeah. I don't have time to waste. Like either we doing this or we not doing this. It's like
manipulation.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
That's what they try to make.
Hi, Jaquay. Next. That's right, Brandy. Next. We moving on. Ain't nobody got time for that. So what
Suzette say? Right, you have to be on the same page or close to it. It takes two, not one or the other, because they want you to. Right. I mean, yeah.
I definitely agree with that. I mean, I just think that when women, I think because everybody, like you said, is selfish. Yeah. You know, when people are out here dating or out here courting or whatever it is they out here saying that they want to do, I think some people are reacting and responding selfishly as it relates to getting their own needs met.
Absolutely.
And so they're lying about wanting these relationships. And they're just saying that because they know that a lot of women at least want to hear.
Or that we want to be friends. And like, yeah, I'm looking for a friend too.
I tell them quick, I'm not going around Atlanta collecting a lot of friends, because guess what? When the right one comes along, boo-boo, bye. I don't have time for friends because my friends have been with me forever. You know what I'm saying? My friends have been there for me. Like if I'm just meeting you, we are not going to be friends when I meet my husband. Like, especially if it's a guy, you know, a guy. I'm not talking about women, the guys. Yeah. You know, I'm not collecting a whole bunch of friends because you're not going to be invited to my wedding. You're not going to be, you know, I'm just saying, like we're not going to be kicking it with me and my husband. Like this ain't what we doing. You know what I'm saying? This is not what we're gonna do. So either, you know, once you get to know people, you know, you're not rushing anything, but once you get to know people and you kind of figure out, okay, is this what we're doing, or are we doing this or not? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then that's what it becomes. But I'm definitely not collecting a whole bunch of friends. So I tell them quick, like, that's not what I'm looking for. And if that's what you're looking for, then I'm not the one for you. And if you are only looking for sex, then you can go out there and get it. It's free. You know, there are a lot of women who's out there just handing it out. Yep. So if that's what you want, then go by all means, go get it. I'm more power to you. I ain't even mad at you. Let's keep it 100.
Now, Suzette says some men are afraid or intimidated by strong, independent women. Well, you know, that's mostly all my friends. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We like that. But what happens is a lot of times these strong, independent women, because the ones that get tired of waiting or whatever, then they just really flip the switch. Now we taking care of men and everything else. And I'm just like, what in the world? I'm just like, what? I mean, come on. I mean, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back, people. Let's bring it back. I mean, come on.
So wait a minute, we gonna get on that.
And then we do that, right? And then it's like you wake up, it's like, okay, well, I lost my job, or now I'm tired. What you gonna do? That wasn't his job in the beginning. You allowed him to do nothing. Now you want him to show up and be something? I'm like,
So you guys, if we are providing you with value tonight, we want you to share, because guess what? Sharing is caring. There's information for somebody. It might not be somebody you know, it might be somebody you don't know. So we are talking tonight about, should women expect men to pay bills if they want to be intimate? So Antoine says, we just said sex ain't free. That's what when we said that. When did we say? I didn't say that.
You said it's out here. You can get it for free.
Oh, I mean, it is. Like, I mean, people are just giving it away. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it is. Like, people are just giving it away. There is no expectations. There is nothing tied to it. You can just have it, you know, because you cute or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could just get it. So if that's what you want, by all means, it's there for you to take. So go have it. You know, I'm good. Yeah. So B says, I have a friend who tells guys that if they take her number and don't set up a date within a week, she will cut them off. That cuts down on the guys who just want to text what you doing all day.
I love it.
Oh, Brandy. Yes, girl. That is so freaking irritating.
I mean, and see, you know me, I'm old school. So when you get them texts, like, how many people you text?
Oh my God. I cannot stand that. I cut somebody off Brandy, I was like, that was so irritating. Like, all you want to do is just, what you doing? Oh, well, what you do yesterday? Why? You ain't asked me to go on no date. Why are you worried about what I did yesterday? Like, I can't block. I just, like, it's irritating. Like, you just, what you doing?
Exactly.
What you doing every day? What you doing? What you doing? I'm not doing nothing with you. I'm not going on no date with you. I was on the date. How about that? That's what I was doing. I was on the date.
What you need to tell them.
I put the person on block. I'm done.
The women taking care of these men makes it hard for the other women. Exactly.
Women take care of me and make,
But you know what? If they really think you're the one, if they really care about you, that's when they really gonna put their best foot forward, and we gonna see what they got. I mean, because that's what they gonna have to do.
And gotta pay bills, LOL. We used to talk about sex being free. Talk about gotta pay bills. Well, you can pay $69.99 to go get it, huh? So Brandy says, asking what you like to do but won't take you to do. Ooh.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Classic.
Oh
but
my
again,
God.
B, that's these conversations we having up front. So it's like, okay, put them over here. It's a plethora of people online. It's a plethora of people out.
It is.
It is. You just got to be open to meet and talk to people.
But that is one of the most irritating things.
Yeah,
ever.
it is.
What you doing, and then the next thing is what you like to do, but you ain't trying to do nothing. Like,
But you know, because I'm one of these independent ones and upfront speaking, I be like, well, you know what? You always ask me that, but it never happens. So,
I just stopped responding, because if I have to say that to you, that means you ain't never have no intentions on doing that. Like, you wasted my time. And I don't have a whole lot of it. I'm not going to be, we keep responding back to you, what you doing. I'm just not going to, I ain't got that kind of time. And so you were talking about these women who are taking care of these men.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't call them men. I think they little boys. If you're going to let a woman take care of you, like, I can see, okay, let me rephrase this. I can see if y'all are together.
Becomes a trap, though.
Right. I can see if y'all are together. Something happened. Your woman got to take care of you. Cool. I understand.
But that's why you getting the next job, or, you know, you working some other stuff out, or that's something totally different. I'm saying on the onset, I'm seeing it. I'm just like,
off the rip, they coming through the door, living in their house,
big stuff, and allowing you to. I told you the story. It's like, man,
coming in, buying houses,
and that's by the time they got to me, they be like, "Oh, you serious? Oh, y'all wasn't serious on y'all's profile? I'm the only one told the truth." I learned a lot. I'm telling you, I was just like, you know what, Stephanie, you're gonna have to be you, because you don't even know how to play. I had to come up with my own stuff.
I mean, that just goes back to women settling, and women who, some of them just want to be controlling. You know what I'm saying? Some of them just want to be controlling. So their way of being controlling is, okay, well, I'm going to take care of you. Yeah. And you just do whatever. So you move in my place. You know what I'm saying? And I take care of everything. And you just do whatever you're going to do over there.
But tell me about that therapist. Don't you think that's something that happened to them in their childhood? Do they have abandonment issues or something like that? Because something is happening about that. That's some therapist stuff that we need to hear about. I bet they got some issues.
On some level, there are some women who are controlling, that's trying to maintain control in their life and over certain areas, because at some point in time, there may have been a situation where it was kind of out of control and out of their hands. So they attempt to control everything within their environment by trying to be a dictator to their man, their mate, their spouse, or their boyfriend, or whomever. However, there are just some women who, I'm not really sure what it is about what's going on with them on the inside that makes them maybe feel more power, maybe feel better about themselves, being able to control and dictate. And again, that's probably because there could have been some time in their life where they didn't necessarily have that type of control, and somebody treated them that way, or somebody took that power away from them. Y'all ain't seen it. I can't even say it.
No, so you saw the movie. No, we didn't see it.
I can't even say it. Okay. Yeah. No, okay. Y'all didn't see the movie. I went to the premiere last night, but
of
Little, but so I can't share it. So you guys just have to go see the movie. I think it comes out Friday. So you just have to be able to know who you are. And I think women they don't have a good sense of themselves.
Right.
So they're trying to control every aspect of those things around them, including the man. But he has to step up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No real man can't be controlled like that by no woman. No, not.
And I think for the independent ladies, we're looking for that soft spot to land anyway. Like, okay, can you take this off my hands? Can you please take all this pressure from me and do it? So because I was already doing this over here by myself. If I ain't got to worry about it, I would appreciate that.
Look, my son will be 17 on the 18th. I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Please and thank you. I don't mind allowing a man to lead who know how to lead. You know what I'm saying?
Lead me in the right direction.
Who I can trust to lead. Who I know that has a good shoulder on the head. He's not going to be running us from this place to that place to the next place and have us all over the place.
Right.
Like there's no issue with that, but I have to know. Yeah. I have to know that he's for the family. That's right. And that's what it has to be, because you won't be leading me all over the place. I just can't. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, look, no, bro, we ain't doing this. Nah, we good. You can go on. You can go on about your business. I'm just gonna stay over here, and I'm gonna try, because I like stability.
Yeah.
I like stability.
It's a woman's thing. That's one of our things.
Yeah.
That's one of our things. That's how we can sleep at night.
Stability brings security.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you feel secure in a relationship, or when you feel secure with your partner, it just brings on a whole different type of connection with you in that person. It's just so much closer. It's so much. I just can't explain it. But it just gives you some level of comfort that you just cannot explain.
I'm not out here by myself.
Right. And I could take on the world as long as you right there with me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you have that, that's why it's important. You know what I'm saying, for women. And I think when women try to control every aspect of trying to have that, that's when it gets a little crazy. So that's why they start doing stuff like paying people bills and trying to control a man by saying, oh, well, you gonna do this or you gonna do that. And some women think maybe that they're just setting the rules up front or their expectations up front. Oh, I'm just letting him know that he got to do this in order, he got to be the man, and he got to do this. If he gonna be,
it's hard to change the game after that, y'all. I'm telling you, it's hard to change the game when you start the game that way. It's just like us. The stuff that they do to get us, we want them to continue to do.
Right.
It's the same thing.
So B says, I tried to set Renee up, but she let him get away.
Hey,
it's not that I let him get away, Brandon. The connection, honey. The connection wasn't there. It was a cool person, but the connection just wasn't there.
Now, Tawana, we talking about, should women expect men to pay bills if they want to be intimate?
So you guys, if you're just joining us tonight, please share, like. If we are providing you with value, we want you to be able to inspire, empower other women, other people to be able to listen in, tune in. Somebody might need this information.
Absolutely.
If it's not you, it could be for somebody else. But we love the interaction. We love the conversations that we're having, and we encourage you guys to share to be able to do that. So, the first topic, should we expect men to pay bills if they want to be intimate? I think the key word that we also left out of that one is expect. Expect them to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, expect puts like a stamp on it. Like,
like this your job.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This is your job. If you want to be sleeping with a woman, then you should, but that also depends on the terms of the agreement. So I don't
discussions up front. It
right.
goes. I'm just saying.
So the expectation is a no.
Right.
But if he is her woman, her man,
right,
and she's the woman, as Antoine mentioned, then yes,
he sees a need and he wants to help in these
it's
areas.
Not necessarily. See, I have a struggle with the need.
Well, when I say need, what I'm saying is you handling it. See, to me, a man is trying to see where he fit. So us, like myself, well, when you come and I did everything on paid on time, the lights on, the gas on. I mean, you come over, flip the switch, everything working. You know, okay, so where do I fit?
You still fit in because you still fit because guess what? That's extra money that if you say, okay, well, here's $200, you know what I'm saying?
So it's for anything.
For whatever you want to do with it. Here's $200. Take care of yourself. Whatever you need to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's extra money in your pocket. Or hey, you could use it, pay the bill, and go use that to get your nails done, get your massage.
You may not have to wait till the next payday to get your hair done. You go and get your hair done.
Oh, hey, Ernest. Ernest said no. No, what are we saying no to, Ernest? Are we talking about the question? We know you was on spring break.
We shouldn't expect.
Oh, we shouldn't expect.
Yeah.
We shouldn't expect. Ernest said, we just want to feel respected.
Ernest is speaking for the
we
men.
just want to feel respected and needed. So how can a woman, we have this topic in here in our bowl somewhere, y'all. It's somewhere in there about independent women, but we'll get to that another day. But you want to feel respected and needed. But if a woman is taking care of her stuff, of course, I mean, I'm single. So I have to pay my bills. I need lights. My kids need food. We need a place to stay. We need water to bathe. We need stuff. I have to maintain. I have to take care of myself. So if I am taking care of myself, that don't mean nothing ain't needed. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. I got to do what I got to do to make sure I need something.
When they looking at you, though, it's like, okay, well, she got everything covered.
I mean,
trying to see where they fit.
But then you gonna have, but then you get to on the other end, okay, if you get on the other end, if you meet me and then I'm telling you, okay, well, I need $500, you know, for whatever it is that I might need them $500 for, then you might have a problem that I have to come and ask you for some money. But so I don't have to be broke and destitute in order to need you. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can just automatically step in and start handling some things if that's what you want to do. It's not about I need you to do this.
Right.
It's
I was
about
doing it before you got it.
Because I have to do this. Right. It's,
for your children.
I mean, if I could just live in a place rent free or have free lights, free water, free gas, if I can have all those things for free, then great. You know, I ain't on Section 8. Right. I don't get nobody assistance. I don't get no food stamps. I don't get nothing.
Right.
So as a result of that, I have to take care of these things, because that's what I need to do. You know, so I shouldn't have to be destitute in order for you to step in and do anything.
Right. I hear you on that.
So Ernest says, we understand that,
but we still like to know our role. I told you.
But your role is to step in and step in and step up. That's what I say. If you're together, if you are wanting to be with somebody and you know their situation. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna say me, right? Yeah. I'm a single parent. I take care of both of my boys all by myself, 100% by myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if I have to go somewhere, if I have to do something, then I'm either they're staying the night over somebody's house so that I can be like this weekend. I have to go out of town to speak on a panel at a conference. Yeah. So my son is going to be with his basketball coach for the weekend while I go speak on the panel this weekend. Yeah. So as a result, you know, I have to kind of shuffle and move around differently. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you, I mean, it's not that my son is in private school. You know what I'm saying? So I'm paying for private school. And then he also has to be after school because I don't get off work till a certain time. Right. So it's things that are there. I shouldn't have to come to you and say, well, you know what?
Well, you really don't have to come, but I'm saying they're looking back, seeing where they fit, and they may say something like, well, why don't you just go ahead and get your hair done or go get your massage or they may do things. And I think men will do that. Right. I think they will do that. It may not be you need help with the cable bill, but just like, you know what? I see you working it out.
Right.
Why don't you just take some time for you and
right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because even though like even taking that money and breathing a little bit off of a bill would be good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that's all I'm saying. Like I don't have to be just asking and needing just for you to do something. Right. So Ernest said, I agree. We should offer to help and don't take no for an answer. That's right. Ain't no. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like now, I think women have to be more humble. The ones who are a lot independent, who aren't used to depending on people. Who aren't used to receiving help from other people. It's hard to take. Yeah. And I am one of those people because I'm not gonna ask you. Yeah, because I'm a giver. Not gonna ask you. The receiving part is right. It's hard for me to. I'm not gonna ask because I don't know. I feel like I have to just go out here and get it because if I ask you, then it's gonna be. I don't know. I just don't feel because you worked up like you said. If you ask and if you have exhausted everything, right? I totally get it. Now what Tyson says, respect the woman at the same time. Just because you taking me to dinner and paying a bill, why I have to give you the punani? Punani, I think is how you say it. Just give a woman help, be a gentleman. I like that, Tyson. I like that. So, so she mentioned basically, respecting women and paying, some men expect that, if they take you out on a couple of dates, then you owe them something. Yeah. That's what he said. And they think that those Applebee's 2 for $20s with those $1 Long Islands is gonna do it. But again, I'm okay with a coupon. I think it's all good, because I'm about being sensible with the money. So, but if you go to a nice restaurant on a Groupon, okay, whatever. That's another conversation. I did that a long time ago. It was like I forgot what the name of the restaurant was, but it was really nice. It was like a new restaurant, and we got a Groupon or something because it was new. My husband laughing. It was a new restaurant, and it was nice. So I was like, okay, cool, we can do that. But we ain't about to be. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? I like to move it around. Because to me, we used to go out. Not coupon, but the Groupon. We ate at some places that I would have never eaten at before. Right, that's different. And it was just. But we not an experience. But it was an experience for both of us. I can do that. But what I'm not gonna do is. Those circulatory things that come in the mail. We not cutting those out. Okay. And going to the restaurant that's a no. You mean when the Red Lobster coupon come in the thing? No. Oh, see, I want to go. No. No. No, we're not doing that. I'm sorry. No. Right. If we just going out for like that, if we're just going out for a quick meal or something like that, but okay, because I go to Red Lobster with my kids, and that's just what we want to do to go get something. Now, this is the foodie talking right. This is the foodie talking right. You got to feed this one. I'm telling you now. Like if we just want to go grab something to eat, then cool. But like if we like planning a date, you know what I'm saying? Like really? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're not about to do no coupon thing. We're not doing that. Let's just go somewhere. But if we just going to like, hey, I'm hungry. You hungry? We out. You know what? Well, let's go. Let's just stop right here at Red Lobster. Let's just stop here and get something to eat. Like I'm cool with that. See, what I'm saying? Cool with whatever, as long as it's what I like. I like Mexican. I'm cool with it. Steak and Shake. Yeah, y'all better use those Steak and Shake coupons. See, I gotta like it. I don't like Steak and Shake. Look, I use them for work, for lunch. Yeah. I use them for lunch. To when I'm working or whatever. But other than that, But I think the expectation that we put on each other. What did she says? Tawana say, I'm more interested in this conversation than where we're going for dinner. See, it's about the experience. It is. It is. We can have those.
Me too, Tawana.
We can have those. We can continue to have those experiences. But if we're already out, then cool. Mm-hmm. But we're not about to meet me at the. No, you know what I'm saying? I want to, if that's what I have a taste for in that moment, then maybe. Okay. But more than likely, no. Yeah. I want to go, because I go to those restaurants all the time by myself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I go to those restaurants all the time by myself. Okay. So Ernest say, I'd rather cook dinner personally. That sounds good. See? That's perfect. Like, hey.
That's an experience.
That's an experience. Mm-hmm. Absolutely it is.
Ernest say he gonna cook dinner.
That's right. That's right. So if you cook, then cool. Yeah. I can do that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's different. Yeah. You know, I don't get that every day. Right. I don't get that often. You know what I'm saying? If you could do, you do. Alice got
my husband can cook.
Got this.
It's better than eating home to go to the restaurant.
But yeah, that's cool. I mean, I love that. Ernest. Mm-hmm. So Ernest said, "And about the connection, absolutely, it is about all of those things. I definitely agree." You know, but when you have expectations, I think going into a certain situation, you're not necessarily having what you want at the forefront. Mm-hmm. Then I think that's where many people run into issues. And mm-hmm. what I mean by that is, if you know you really want a relationship with someone, but yet you are coming in with these walls up. Mm-hmm. And these expectations, you know, for this person to break through these walls to get there, then that's when things become convoluted, and you get situations like this where there's an expectation for you to do this and do that in order to get this or get that from the next person.
It could. I mean, my situation was just different, but I mean, I think, again, what I was talking about earlier, I think it's a timing thing. Mm-hmm. You know, Alex was ready. And I was ready. So when we were meeting people, we were trying to see, having those conversations, trying to see where they were. Mm-hmm. And for us, we talked for a couple months before we went out. And so for us, it just worked a little differently, you know, before we went out.
So, I mean, like you said, timing is key.
It's the timing
is definitely
So he was already interested, is what I'm saying, you know. And so I had the guards up. I guess I didn't finish that. I had the guard up, but he was willing to push through the guard up because he was patient. Right. So it worked out. Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't coming at you like I want this, I want that, I want this, I just want
and I guess I was different because the people that he was meeting was asking for the money and the washer and dryers and the lights on, and so I was just like, what we doing, know, so.
Right. I think that's a good place to be, in a sense that you don't have to worry about, getting hurt. Okay, of course, when you've been through situations, there are going to be some level of hesitation. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. There's going to be some level of hesitation as you're moving forward with someone. However, at some point, you have to allow the other person in. Like, you can't continue to be difficult with a person trying to get to know you, because one, is going to be tiring.
Exactly.
It's going to be draining. Yep. And then it's going to be an issue where, you know what, I'm not dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? You obviously are not ready, because if you're ready, that means you're saying that you're okay with being vulnerable. You're okay with being willing to let down those walls so that somebody can enter into your space.
Yeah, it took me a few months.
Yeah,
it did. I was a little slow with
it. Yeah, no, that's not slow. I think that's great. I think that's a good time, a few months, because some people, you just have to build that like no factor.
Yeah. Like no trust factor.
You got to build that like no trust factor with that person to know that you'll be safe with being vulnerable and okay with that person. Yeah. And when you build that,
but you know what? He sensed that, and that's what he told me. He said my heart was safe with him. Mm. And I kind of let it down a little bit after I heard that, because I'm like, okay. I remember what you said. But so that kind of, but he did. I remember him telling me that, and that kind of helped me a little bit. Mm-hmm. Now, Tawana says the expectation must be tangible.
What do you mean by that, Tawana? Tell us a little bit more about that.
About the tangible.
The expectation must be tangible.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I'm very curious to know what you mean by that. So Ernest said, let them walls down. Right. You gotta be in a safe place to be able to do that, to be able to let your walls down. And I think, timing, as you mentioned earlier, timing is definitely important, because if I'm in one place and you in another place, then we're not going in the same direction. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We're like missing each other because the timing is off. Like I'm here. Yeah. And you over here, you know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to be here, then we're gonna clash. We're not gonna be bypassing
what do
each
I
other.
always say? Trying to put a square in a circle.
Yeah. Trying to put a square in a circle. Like you just can't he said, show done. Sean done.
I don't know.
Shondo.
Show do. I think that's
show do.
I don't know. We got to speak Ebonics.
Yes, but the timing is very, very, very important. Like but one of my things is, don't say you're ready for one thing if you know you're not ready for it. And the
but
timing.
It's the weeding out. Because that's what I ran into. Everybody said they was ready. Everybody said they wanted a relationship, because I think that was the thing to say when you online. I'm like, man, because I was new to it. So I'm like, man, everybody want a relationship? Wow. Until you start talking to them and getting to know them, and then
can we be friends first? Friends first for what? What we
I actually wanted to be friends because, I think friends,
people got a different definition of what a friend is. Getting to know.
Not a friends with benefit friend, not that kind of friend. But.
Like getting to know someone, okay, people call that a friend. Like, no, that's just a part of the process. That's getting to know. That's not you guys being friends. You know what I'm saying? That's you getting to know someone. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said earlier, when he comes, hey Crystal, when he comes, you have to know. Like we can't be friends. What we doing?
Well, that's kind of like, back in the day, remember you used to date and then you'd be like, okay, did you get rid of all them other ones?
Right.
Before we kick this off, okay, you need to clean house and you need to clean house. It's kind of like you got to have that conversation.
And some people want you to even change your phone number and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's later on. That's like when y'all get way past that.
Tawana's response is, it must be real when she's talking about tangible.
Okay.
It must be real. The expectation has to be something that is doable.
That is right. I definitely agree with you on that one, Tawana. So, Crystal, our topic tonight, you're going to have to watch it on the replay. Our topic tonight was about, should women expect men to pay bills if they want to be intimate? So that's what our topic tonight was about. And basically, if you are someone who is in this situation, what would you tell them?
If they're meeting everybody and
they have this expectation that they should be doing something for them.
Well, see now, coming from me, somebody that could take care of themselves. I understand sometimes when, like you said, it's hard. You've been out here doing it all by yourself. You would just like a little breather. But I guess me personally, I only want that breather from somebody that I'm willing to, we trying this thing out. So for me, let's wait to expect anything and before we know that we have these values and stuff in common. That's what I would tell them.
Okay. So if I would say to someone who's in a situation like that, one, is that what you really want? Are you just wanting somebody who can help you with your bills? Do you just want someone that you only getting X, Y, and Z in exchange? Do you feel like that's all you're worth, first of all? Do you feel like that's all you're worth? Because at the end of the day, if you feel like somebody got to pay their bill just for you to be intimate with them, or you opening your legs so somebody can pay your bills, like that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? That's an inner issue that needs work, because you are worth more than that.
Absolutely.
First of all, because the cable bill is they like $200 nowadays. Cable is like $200. So you have to know, one, your worth and your value, because 9 times out of 10, you desire connection, you desire intimacy, you desire a relationship, you desire that one person that's going to care for you and love you and want to be with you. So, but you're just going about it in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to.
Some people think that they do it like this until they find that one that now they decide that they like each other. But for me, it's like it's backwards. backwards.
It is backwards because the foundation and the intention behind
how the whole relationship
is wrong.
Yes,
it's wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because
they don't see it though. I've had this conversation more than once.
You can't expect to build a house on something that's not stable, that's not right from the beginning.
From the beginning, like you're going back and
absolutely,
and you're going to keep having to go back and keep having to go back. Okay,
absolutely.
Oh, the wall falling down. Oh, the door falling off. Oh, yeah.
That's because it was built wrong from the beginning.
From the beginning.
So so if you're in this situation, I would encourage you to be able to find your coach, find you someone that you can trust, that you can build a relationship with, that can help you get to the next level to where you desire to be. Because you don't need to lay down and expect a man to pay your bills just because you laying down with him.
Yeah.
You know, it's different if y'all have established that y'all in a relationship and y'all doing something and y'all working towards something. That's different. You know what I'm saying? And as the men have stated
so many
on
other
here
things
tonight,
you can share a place with a girlfriend. You don't have to take all the, until you can get to that point. I would make whatever I had to do to make it easy for me so that I could stand on my own 2 feet is what I would do.
Now, some of the men have shared tonight their opinions about this. So I would suggest that you go back if you are seeing it, or if you're going to be watching it in the replay, just go back and look at some of the comments, go back and look at what the men had to say throughout this live about things like that. Because one, if that's all you feel that you're worth, then that's all you're going to end up getting. And you're going to continue to remain in that same cycle of dysfunction and never really get whatever it is that you're seeking that met. It's just not going to happen. Not trying to obtain it in that way. Like it just can't happen. So you guys, we our topic tonight was, should women expect men to pay bills if they want to be intimate? And we are coming to a close. You got anything else you want to say about this topic? No, I think we discussed this one. I think we came at every angle with this one from all points of view. Good show. Okay. Good show. All right. So you guys, if you missed it in the very beginning, on April 24th, we have been signed. Well, we're waiting on the contract, but we are signing with Status Network. The Meeting in the Ladies Room conversation is going to be on Fire Stick, Roku, and then on 7 other different platforms. So we're super excited about that. Yes. Awesome show, ladies. Thank you, Ernest. And we want you guys, if you're our friends, you should have received a request to like the Status Network or to like Manifest TV, because we're going to be on Manifest TV. And that's where our show is going to be airing from. In addition to, you'll be able to still see it on Facebook Live, but you'll also be able to catch it on those other platforms as well. So, what do you have coming up? Oh, this Saturday, I will be speaking at Hopewell Missionary Baptist Church at 9 a.m. They're having a Women of Hope, so it's a Women's Day program. Awesome. And what else? You had some exciting news. Oh, yeah. Well, last week. Okay. But, last Thursday, my book came out. Okay. A Cracked Egg. Awesome sauce. And can be found on Amazon. So for me, I have, tomorrow I have to go shoot my news segment. And then this weekend, you guys, I'll be in Virginia. I am sitting on the panel at the first inaugural Black Play Theorist Symposium. This was created in the vision of the awesome Aletha. And she is doing an amazing job. I'm very excited about this. So I'll be sitting as one of the panels on that. In addition to what else I got to do? That's it. I think that's it for this week. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff that's coming up. It's a lot of stuff coming up. So thank you, Lord, though. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Lord. Yes. Thank you, Lord. So thank you guys for joining us again. I'm D.Renee, the Transformation Specialist. If I can support you in any kind of way, or if you want to get in contact with me, you can connect with me right here via my Facebook page by clicking the Book Now button. You can contact me, fill out an interest application, just so that I'll know something about you, and set up a time and we can speak about some things. That's right. And I'm Stephanie Rochelle, your relationship rehab specialist.
And again, if I can support you in any way, I can also be found on Facebook. And my website is relationshiprehabspecialist.com. So you can get us either place to book a session, and we can just see what you got going on, see if everything is a fit, and
move on from there.
So
you guys, it's been an awesome night. We want you to enjoy the rest of your week, and you all have awesome night. And we'll see you guys right back here next week at 8 p.m. for Meeting in the Ladies Room Conversations. Good night.
Thanks for joining. Good night.